is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. First of all, before I begin this video, if you hear my voice a little bit different, it's probably because I actually tested positive for COVID about a week ago. The first couple of days were really bad, and gladly I am getting a little bit better, but my voice, my taste buds and my smell, they have not came back yet. So that's gonna be a little bit of struggle in the next couple of days, but I'm excited to bring you a video that have been requested for a while now in my YouTube channel, and it's making Slippery Elm. Slippery Elm comes in different forms, and I know they comes in capsules and stuff. I've never taken the capsule version because when I was looking into things to like manage my GERD and everything, I was actually looking for more of like just something that would help me soothe my symptoms and that would just help me manage them. And I ran into Slippery Elm, and it was very, very, very good to me, and it still is very good to me. I'm excited now though because I am starting to retake it again. I actually stopped for a couple months because in Amazon, the website I was ordering from, for some reason the badges or something like that were not coming very well, and the Slippery Elm didn't have that texture and the gelatin like mixture that I like in Slippery Elm, right? Because the main purpose, the main reasons why I use Slippery Elm is for that gelatin texture that I like, and it just helps soothe the esophagus. It helps me after I eat dinner and before I go to bed. So whenever I regurgitate and whenever I have all those, if I were to have an acid reflux episode, I would take Slippery Elm, and it'll actually soothe all the symptoms, help with the lining of the esophagus and help with the lining of the stomach. Now, I do want to say that I don't take this to cure me from my symptoms. You know what I mean? I take this actually as a safety blanket, right? For example, if one night, I decide to eat something that was either, too spicy, maybe on the acidic side, or maybe even if it was fried or something, right? Something that's heavy. Then I'm like, okay, I have Slippery Elm powder that's gonna help me with my symptoms. Besides the fact that obviously, if I were to eat all of that, I will eat it in small portions, which will help my stomach. You just have that space in there. But obviously, the Slippery Elm comes into play at the end because I know that I have it, and I know that it's gonna help me with a lot of my symptoms. So I use it to treat, actually not even to treat, just to manage my symptoms, right? I don't use it as a cure. I know this is not going to cure my GERD issues, my gastro issues, but it does provide something of like a safety net, right? That I really enjoy and I really like, and I actually like taking it. So, I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't want people to expect like, oh, this is gonna cure my symptoms, but it is while you're trying to manage the symptoms. While you're trying to figure out and actually heal yourself. I think it's a good thing to take temporarily. I am not sure the long-term effects of them. So, if anything, talk to your doctor about taking it and discuss that with them. I know I've been taking it for about, I would say 2 years, 2 years and a half. Obviously on and off, as I talked about earlier. But in those 2 years, 2 years and a half, Slippery Elm has been very, very good to me, and I enjoy taking it. So, now just besides all that talking, I want to just get into it. I want to show you guys how I do my Slippery Elm, the way I like to take it, and I guess how I make it, right? So let's get into it. All right, so I actually moved the camera a little bit farther so you can see, all the shenanigans that are gonna go over here, and also just to get the inside scoop. I also got a clear glass so you can see what's going on inside while I'm making the mixture and trying to get the texture that I like, right? Listen guys, it's not a cooking show, you know what I mean? I'm not a professional in this, so you're not gonna get all these specifics and all that whatnot, you know what I mean? We're gonna go just with the flow, just with the vibes, all right? So keep that in mind. All right, so the first thing I do is I actually boil water because I figure I read that's like the best way to get the gelatin texture that I like, and the gelatin mixture. So I actually have boiled water over here, and I'm gonna pour a little bit over half of this cup. I think that's good enough. Obviously you're gonna make some depending on what you like, how much do you want. But usually three-fourth of a cup, it's good enough. At least it's good enough for me. Even half a cup is good enough for me. So that's that. And the first thing I'm gonna do, actually, just to give this a little bit of flavor, a little bit of taste, I got some organic honey that I actually like to add. Now, I kind of know the amount I should add already, but the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna add just a scoop of honey. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of a scoop. Make sure the scoop is filled though, because honey's delicious. So who doesn't like sweets, right? So I just mix that in there. By the way, the best way to also do this is mixing the honey prior to mixing the Slippery Elm. Because if you add the honey after you mixed in the Slippery Elm, for some reason the honey doesn't like blend well. It doesn't give you like that taste that you want. It feels like it doesn't the honey doesn't spread all around the cup and all around every sip that you take. And I'm serious, I mean it. If you don't believe me, you can try it, just watch. But after so many years, I'm gonna give you the inside scoops of what really worked. And this seems to be like the best way to do it. Afterwards, it doesn't seem to just taste the same. So remember that. So the last thing that you want to add is definitely the Slippery Elm, right? So with the Slippery Elm, again, I usually, if this is this amount, I usually add a scoop. That's it, right? But another thing, as soon as you're about to add the Slippery Elm into the cup, make sure as soon as you add it, twist it. Keep twisting it. Don't stop twisting it. This is not coffee that is just going to dissolve if you leave it in there, right? But you have to just, as soon as it lands in the water, you got to start mixing it so you can get that good texture, right? So just giving you guys a heads up. For this amount, I think this is good. This is probably a little even too much, but obviously I'm going to show you the texture that I like, the texture that I get. So this is good enough. So as soon as you mix it, make sure you mix it right away, and make sure you get the edges of the cup because it actually sticks to it. And make sure that you also clean the spoon because it's gonna stick to the spoon as well, and you don't want that. Now, most of the time, I would say 90 to 100% of the time, you're gonna get these little like bulks of Slippery Elm because they didn't mix well. And you might say that it's the amount, maybe it's too much for the amount of water. That could be the case, but then again, I usually get that all the time. It doesn't matter how much amount I get. It's just the texture of the Slippery Elm, so I don't know. So as you can see, look, I'm mixing it very well. Look at that. That is what you want. I am no Gordon Ramsay here, but that right there is what you want. As he would say, beautiful. You know what I mean? Like this is the texture that you want because that's the texture that at least that I like and that soothes my throat. That gelatin texture, and it's really, really good. Look at this. There's a bulk right here that I was talking about earlier. So, just gonna put that on the side, throw it away. Doesn't matter. Tomato. It's all good. And put another bulk on the side. Obviously, it's not gonna come out perfect all the time, but damn, maybe I did put a little bit too much than I should have. Don't matter though. It's for the purpose of the video. We're gonna get down, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, I should have a cooking show. But look, that's it. That is the texture that you want. That gelatin texture. The mixture that looks banging. Usually, when I was talking about the other Slippery Elms, why they didn't work, the texture wouldn't come out to this, and that's not what I want. That's not what I wanted. And I bought at least 2 or 3 different batches, and for some reason, it wasn't coming out well. And a couple days ago I bought this one, and I am so glad because I'm glad I'm gonna take this again, especially every night or whenever, like I told you, I eat meals that I shouldn't or that trigger just my stomach and my stomach symptoms. So I bought one here down actually around like 15 minutes away from here, 20 minutes away from here, and I found a store, and now I'm probably gonna be going to that store now more often. So this is what you want. This is the texture that you want. It is looks clean. Now don't drink it right away because it is too hot. I don't like really, really hot things, so don't drink it right away. What you could do is actually leave it for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you should be good to go. 3 to 5 minutes, I would say. You should be straight. You should be good to go. It shouldn't be too hot. Obviously, I want to drink. I like it warm, not too hot. I'm not a hot guy. But warm enough, that's cool with me. That should be good. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Carlos in the cooking show. I still can't feel anything. I can't taste anything. So it kind of I just taste like I guess the mixture. I wouldn't say taste, but like I feel the mixture and it feels good. And when I drink it, it feels very soothing. So that's bomb. Listen, that's banging. Mm. I can't believe I got my Gordon Ramsay on, but hey, it be like that sometimes. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. My channel's growing pretty fast, I believe so. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. You guys motivate me to do a lot of these things that I continue doing. And that means a lot to me. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep going in this journey, trying to heal ourselves and, keep trusting the plan. Keep trusting God, man. Always keep God first. It's a blessing. It's a huge blessing. You guys are a huge blessing to me. So thank you for all the love. I appreciate it as always. Man, it's your boy Carlos. See you on the next one. Peace and love, baby.